everyone, I hope you guys are having a nice day and I hope you're ready for some serious July favorites. Obviously my videos aren't serious, but I mean the products and my feelings towards the products are serious. Starting off with a concealer I've never mentioned before, and this is the Vichy Derma Blend Concealer. I would actually say that this has the same kind of function as the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. The reason why I'm so obsessed with the NARS one is because it can cover like everything. It can cover your under eye bags, any redness or like blotchiness, and any kind of like breakouts or acne scars. This doesn't really have the same texture as the NARS one. It's a lot creamier and richer and much more blendable, but at the same time it still does all those things you'd want it to do. It still does like the whole hog, like the eye bags and the redness and the acne and the blemishes. So one concealer wonder right here. We have a recent purchase right here, and this is the Marc Jacobs Tantastic Mega Bronzer. I think it's actually almost the same size as my face. I picked this up recently in LA and this was recommended by Ingrid from Miss Damarazzi, and I'll link her channel below because she's one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube. But as soon as she said this, I was like, yep, I have to have this, because I saw the color and I was like, the color is so nice. It's like a warmy bronzy color, but it's not too orange and it still does the kind of contouring thing. And I've basically used this since I picked it up, and you can kind of see like the little ripples in the actual product, but there's a big dent now from where I've been using it this whole month. Ingrid girl, you never get your recommendations wrong. You were definitely right on this one. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I was in Istanbul this month with my boyfriend Nick. And by the way, I did do a full post on our kind of like trip to Istanbul, so I'll link that post below if you want to see what we got up to and that kind of stuff. But I don't know about you guys and like the men in your life, so you'll tell me if you're in the same kind of situation as I am with your like boyfriends or brothers or dads or something. But I literally had about 1.5 minutes to get ready every evening. Like, Nick thinks it takes me the same amount of time as him to like put on clothes. Like, he'll put on his clothes and then he'll be like, okay, you ready? And I'm like, no, I haven't even had a shower yet. Just got out of the pool. Like, what is this? So literally every night after I got out the shower, I had like 1.5 minutes to get out the door. And during those 1.5 minutes, I'd be like, hey, you ready? How about now? How about now? I'm ready. I'm waiting for you in case you are ready anytime. And I'd be like, okay. So I was there in the bathroom with all my makeup being like, okay, can't use any of you. So I ended up using 4 things. And this is the 4-product Istanbul Face. Number 1 would be to conceal the bags under my eyes. So I use this very messy and grubby, well-loved Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Eye Eraser. And I like this because you can just twist it up. You literally like whoop, 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 like around your nose. You don't even really need to blend it in. It kind of just blends itself. Like the formula is that nice and light and creamy. So that would be step number 1. Step number 2 would be my cheeks, and I didn't have time to like pick up a brush and choose a brush, and I just didn't have time to go into the brushes thing. So I went with creams. I'm even like saying the story fast because I'm like feeling the pressure that I was under when I was getting ready. So I'm like telling you this story really quickly. I'll slow down. Then next, to bronze up my face, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Beach Stick. This is in the shade Ibiza, and this is a bronzy golden color, and I literally like swiped this in a kind of E motion around my face, blended it really quickly with my fingers. That was it. On my cheeks and lips, I used an old favorite of mine, the Max Factor Creamy Touch Miracle Blush in Soft Pink, and I literally dabbed a bit on the apples of my cheeks, dabbed a bit on my lips. That was that bit done. And then lastly, mascara, and I've pretty much used this mascara since I bought it last month as well, and this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Butterfly Waterproof Mascara. And I don't know where I've been on the whole waterproof mascara thing, guys. Like, first of all, it never smudges, doesn't flake, doesn't smudge. You can cry, you can go for a swim, not that you go for a swim with your whole makeup face on, you can have a shower, not that you go for a shower either. Basically, you can do anything and your mascara will still be there, is what I'm trying to say there. Oh, and also when you curl your lashes, waterproof mascara really holds the curl so much better and for longer as well. Oh my god, I'm literally a sauna in a person, it's so hot. For skincare, I have a really good dupe to show you guys this month, because one of my most luxurious skincare favorites, I haven't been able to find something I love just as much, and that is the Omorovicza Queen of Hungary Mist. And I think I've had a love affair with that, like going on 1.5 years now, but it's just the scent of it and the mist and the way it hydrates your skin. It just like refreshes everything. It's just like one of the most luxurious facial treats ever. Anyway, I found something for I think 1/3 or 1/4 of the price, and this is the Orico Streetwise Cocoa Spritz. It has the same kind of like mist. I actually am really hot right now, so I might just mist myself. Oh, that is so cooling. Ooh, it's just so nice. dreamy. It has the same really uplifting scent, it has the same mist, it has the same kind of refreshing feel, same luxurious kind of method of applying it, and I just love incorporating face mist into my routine, so I wanted to give you guys a heads up on this one. Now, I think this was one of the first products I ever blogged about, so if you were around reading that post, then you seriously deserve a medal, because that was about 2 years ago. And if you weren't, I'm going to tell you about it now, because I recently went and repurchased my second bottle, and this is the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. It's a super lightweight oil. The first time I actually discovered this, my skin was mega oily, and I was really scared to put an oil on my skin, but I just found the more I used this, the less oily my skin got, and now my skin is kind of like combination, and I still absolutely adore using it. It balances everything out. It like brightens my skin. I think I discovered this in a rough skin time, and it was the first time in about a month where I like woke up and looked at my skin in the mirror the next day. You know when you wake up and you're like, any spots arousing, like what's going down on my face? And I woke up and I looked in the mirror and I was like, whoa. I was like, cool. Like I actually remember like smiling at my skin, and that was like one of the first times in like a really rough skin period where I actually was happy with the way my skin looked that morning. When things are looking a bit inflamed, perhaps it's like that time of the month and things are just like whoa on my face, this tends to just kind of calm it down. So I know this is one of my like foolproof staples that just always gets it right. I don't know what's happened recently, but my hair is not having a good time, because it is just not holding the texture and the curls. I can just see on the viewfinder now my hair is just going like ooh, like as the video progresses. So it has been really humid in London, and nothing really seemed to be like holding the curl and the texture in my hair. But something I found that has done the job really well, ooh, I just took the lid off awkwardly, is the Show Beauty Working Texture Spray. First of all, it smells incredible, like so good, I can't even tell you. I wish this was like in perfume form. It's just a really sophisticated, luxurious scent. That's like the best way I can describe it. I normally find that hair kind of product scents don't linger that long in my hair, but this was to the point where my friend hugged me and she was like inhaling my hair, and she was like, oh my god, your hair smells so good. It's just a wet spray that I spray on wet hair all throughout my roots, all throughout my mid-lengths to ends, basically everywhere, and I find that it really helps keep and hold the texture in my hair, especially with curling my hair as well. You guys know how much I rave about the Sephora matte lip cream. I know you do, I know I do, even Duke knows I do. Like, it is just so good. It's like one of my favorite discoveries of this year. Every time I've talked about it, I've always said like it's a shame that there's only one nice color in the whole range, but my friend Tajan went to Paris and like picked up a couple of colors, and she was like, there is another nice color and you need to check it out. I was like, no, I'm happy with my red one. She literally like shoved a picture of herself in my face and like zoomed in on her lips like this and was like, look, it's pretty, I promise. And she kind of convinced me. This is the shade number 3, and compared to number 1, it's a lot pinkier, it's a lot warmer in tone, but still with the same incredible formula. Like, it's long lasting, it doesn't dry out my lips, it's pigmented, it's just, it's no word. You guys know when I'm lost for words, it means that the product is awesome. Should I wave this around a little bit more? Who remembers my little lipstick queen Aloha obsession that has been going on for the past couple of months? Because that is one of my favorite sheer red lipsticks. It's part of their Endless Summer collection, and also in the collection is this shade, which is called Perfect Wave. It's just a gorgeous sheer bright pink, but because it's sheer, you can kind of slap it on and it still has the effect of a bold bright lipstick, but it's just way easier to apply, and it's also really hydrating and balmy too. You know when you've got a bold lipstick on and you know that it's there and you're like, okay, do I have it on my teeth? And you have like teeth paranoia, and every 2 minutes someone's like, hey, and you're like, hey, how are you? Or you go for a meal and you're always wondering throughout the meal like if you have lipstick on your teeth, but you don't get that with sheer lipsticks, and this just feels like a balm and you just completely forget you have it on, and that's fine because it ain't going anywhere. I feel like my monthly favorites for the past couple of months have been like, what nail polish shade of the Maybelline Superstay range has Amelia been loving? But seriously guys, I kind of strayed from the Maybelline Superstay gel nail polishes this month, and my polish was lasting for like 2 or 3 days, and I was like, screw this. These honestly last about 7 days before they start chipping on me, and they live up to their claims, and that's one of the first kind of like 7-day polishes that have actually lasted 7 days on me. This is in the shade Hot Salsa, and this is one I've been wearing this month, and it is a beautiful bright coral. For anyone anyone that likes zesty water, I have something for you. This is a citrus zinger, and it's basically like a water bottle, but in the bottom you have this section where you can squeeze a lemon into your water and then just have it there so the kind of lemon like absorbs in the water and you end up with some really nice zesty water. And you guys know I drink lemon water all the time, so this is like basically made for me. You could do it with limes as well. I'm sure you could squeeze a grapefruit in there as well if you fancy a little bit of a grapefruit water situation. I basically had about 2 bottles full of these every day and I am officially obsessed. My fashion favourite this month is skirts, and the first one is this green one from Topshop, and I did a whole post on how I would wear it, so I will leave that post below if you want to know more about how I styled that one. And then I also have this one, which is this orange skirt here. Basically a skirt, by the way, is a skirt from the front and shorts from the back. Ooh, confusing. And I wore this in my recent vlog if you want to see it in action. And that leads me on to my other favourite, which is vlogging. So I'm vlogging every other week at the moment and I'm really enjoying it, so I'll leave a playlist of all my vlogs that I'm doing right now. So what I want to know from you guys this month is what is like the shortest amount of time you can get ready in. So for me it was probably around like 2 minutes really quickly in Istanbul, and that is like my world Amelia record. If you fancy knowing what I get up to on day-to-day life, you can always follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all of my social media links, which I'll link below. But I hope you guys have had a good July and I will see you in my next video. Until then, bye!